What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, two-time undefeated heavyweight world champion British superstar boxer Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, he finally takes to social media and responds to his testing positive and postponement of his highly anticipated Trilogy match with Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC American heavyweight world champion superstar boxer Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, that was scheduled to take place July 24th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. With that said, due to Tyson Fury testing positive for the C-19, Tyson Fury, according to reports, and his team had an outbreak within his camp. And it was initially reported that 10 or more people in Tyson Fury's camp had tested positive. Thus, the reason had to be the fight had to be postponed to a later date, all the way rescheduled to October 9th of this year, 3 months off from the initial date. And Tyson Fury, he takes to social media to respond to this by saying absolutely nothing. Tyson Fury takes to social media, thanks the ESPYs and ESPN, worldwide leader in sports, for making him the fight of the year. Looks fully healthy. Tyson Fury also takes to his social media to advise his fan base to go and support his brand that he has a partnership with and he has a sponsorship with. And Tyson Fury is getting a lot of feedback from this, and a lot of fans, his fans, are starting to say, well, what's going on with the fight? You're taking to social media and you're advising us to go support your brand. You're advising us to go and support your finances, essentially. That's what you're going to do. And Tyson Fury, he responds by saying, once again, absolutely nothing. So he has thousands of fans that are looking for an explanation as to what is going on. And Tyson Fury, as you can see here, thanking his fans, thanking the ESPYs for giving him this award. And as you can see, he's also thanking NFT community and telling the fans to go support NFT collection with his partnership. So Tyson Fury says absolutely nothing as to why his fight was postponed. He gives no updates to say that he's healthy now. He gives no response and says, well, I apologize to the fans and the people who spent money and the people who essentially supported me, because you have fans out there that lost money as well. It's not just the Deontay Wilder fans. It's just not Deontay Wilder's side that stood to lose money. Tyson Fury fan base, they lost out as well. So you would think that Tyson Fury would take to social media and give a thanks for the ESPYs, give a suggestion to the fans to go support NFT collection, and then at the same time let the fans know he apologizes for postponing the fight for the fans who bought tickets, for the fans who bought air flights, for the fans who have hotels and they lost that money. We apologize. Unfortunate circumstances. Maybe I was irresponsible as to where I was and who I came in contact with. And I apologize that my fight was postponed 2 weeks before the fight. And you guys, took a loss. But I promise to make it up to you at a later date. Something of that nature. Instead, Tyson Fury, he just advises his fans to go support his brand and his partnership and his sponsorship with NFT collection. And then he just thanks the ESPYs for making him fight of the year, in which he didn't even fight in the year. He fought early 2020 against Deontay Wilder. The second month in the first quarter of 2020, February of 2020, when he took on and defeated Deontay Wilder. And he states that he was up against stiff competition. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez, Carissa Shields, who I think they were more active. They accomplished more. They should have been a leg up on Tyson Fury. Yet, once again, Tyson Fury has no response. Why? Because essentially, this lets you know that this was a ploy. This was never official. Does Tyson Fury look like a man that's under the weather? Does he come across, does his body language tell you he's somebody that's under the weather or in quarantine? Right? His silence is golden. His silence speaks loud and clear. The fact that he's not even addressing it, but he'll direct his fan base to go support his partnership. He'll thank the ESPYs, but he won't apologize to the fans and let the fans know. This is why the fans in the sport of boxing need to understand their worth and their value and what you actually bring to the table, just like the entertainers. Because a movie is worth nothing if nobody goes to support it. A sporting event is worth nothing if nobody goes and support it. And so the fans, they know in the sport of boxing, emotionally invested. And so what happens is they know the fans are not going to cut any ties. They're not going to stand any ground because the fans are so focused on just downplaying another fighter because their favorite fighter is who they're rooting against. They're emotionally tied to their favorite fighter and they have a rivalry with the other fighter. They can't see the forest through the trees. So what happens is they know in the sport of boxing that the fans are not going to make any brash decisions. They're not going to get up and say, well, I'm a Tyson Fury fan, and Tyson Fury, I don't feel like you respect my dollar, my time, and my commitment to you and your brand and helping you finance the lifestyle that you live. They know the fans are not going to react in that manner. So thus the reason why they don't feel the need or feel any urgency to respond to you, the fan. If you're from the UK, if you're a fan of Tyson Fury, maybe you travel, you lost thousands of dollars on Tyson Fury fight not coming to fruition in July. They're not going to refund the ticket. Maybe you spent at the very minimum $600 for a ticket and you lost it. And you lost your flight fare and the hotel. But Tyson Fury, he doesn't even show any concern about that. He's focusing on himself. And so here we have a situation where it clearly shows you that Tyson Fury just simply was not ready. We saw legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter, co-promoter Tyson Fury, who promotes the fight Tyson Fury here in the States, Bob Arum. He just said yesterday there wasn't an outbreak. It was just Tyson Fury and now heavyweight undefeated title contender star boxer Efe Ajagba that tested positive. And he said that Efe Ajagba was hospitalized for 1 day and went home. Tyson Fury was congested for Thursday and now he's good. Doesn't sound like a man that was congested to me. So here we have a situation where Tyson Fury won't even address the fans. He won't even address the situation and give you an update. He just says nothing because it's abundantly clear that maybe if he speaks, now he's going to have to continue to cover up and cover his footsteps, his tracks to what he says. So silence is golden for Tyson Fury. But silence speaks volumes for you, the fan, because this tells you everything you need to know. There's no way you take to social media, you have a fight of this magnitude canceled. You say nothing about the fight, you make no mention about it, but you're promoting your sponsors. You're promoting the ESPYs for award that you received. But you still don't address the elephant in the room as to what's going on. Are you healthy? At least say something like, thank you for the fans that had, showed their concerns and support. I'm good now, working my way through it. Nothing. We'll be back in October, best believe. No. Because I believe that this is a ploy, essentially, allegedly, for Tyson Fury to be able to maneuver and attempt once again to maneuver around this highly anticipated trilogy or the contractually obligated trilogy that he's owed to Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury had his focus on fighting fellow countrymen two-time unified heavyweight world champion British superstar boxer Anthony Joshua. And well, I believe now that Tyson Fury had all intentions of fighting, beating Anthony Joshua, and calling it quits. I believe Tyson Fury would have retired should he have gotten an Anthony Joshua fight, beaten Anthony Joshua. I believe he would have called it quits. I believe Tyson Fury had all intention to do so, even with the fact that we know he was contractually obligated to fight Deontay Wilder in a trilogy match. This goes to show Tyson Fury has never fulfilled any of his obligations within the sport of boxing. Tyson Fury was obligated to give Vladimir Klitschko an immediate rematch. The fight got postponed 2 separate times, then Tyson Fury was suspended, and it never happened. He went on a 3-year hiatus, came back, he fought a few tune-up fights, fought Deontay Wilder. They had an immediate rematch, and that didn't happen. He pulled away from the table, abruptly signed with Top Rank CEO and promoter Bob Arum and ESPN, caused a bridge. Now you making 2 networks have to come together and do business, 2 major networks. That wasn't necessary. Had 2 interim fights, and then came back, fought Deontay Wilder, a highly anticipated rematch, and then opted to not give Deontay Wilder the contractually obligated trilogy. So this just tells you everything you need to know. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Ebony Bridges, Blonde Bomber, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.